Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors? And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Hurts to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And this defense may sit in the bottom half of the league, but, hey, an early reminder there, it can't take them lightly.
That's right. Where they rank is only a number, right? And they'll keep outplaying it if they take the ball away like that. You're not playing this defense they've been all season. This is a reminder you're playing the defense here today.
They've got first down here from the 36.
19 Lions, down. Hot 70.
Quick to the air. Here's Watson. His first throw is an interception. Ja'Torian Bennett has it. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. On the play fake, gets Hurts. Headed out right. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. First down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Judkins headed right. He gets forward, next about 4 yards. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that, which is kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains. Spoil momentum, but keep that defense on its heels.
First down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Yo, 180, 180.
Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's weird coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make him stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another one for Judkins. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Kick, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Dropped for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther 11. Warrior 70.
Working from the gun, Watson. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. Escapes the pocket. And Watson slides to the ground, enough to earn them a new set of downs.
19 more yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the gun, Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
Ready.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. Doesn't take it out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 19 on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Get it. 7, Cougar 19.
Here's Watson to the air. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 7, Eagles 3. Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. Second down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
63.
First down, Eagles.
And again, here's Hurts. Buying some time right. Moving right, airs it out. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Hurts throwing again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Goes to the hurry up here.
Loss of 9 yards. It's second down and goal.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Watson. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Cougar 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to the air, Watson. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Lofts it deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. On the move, hit it right. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Hurts on 1st down. Finds his man, Gray. And he's going to get this down and inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Forced out to his right. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
14. Jim Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. 19 Charger.
Here's Watson. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
First and 10. Here's Watson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
79 Broncos. Go.
Second down. Watson throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
That one's incomplete over the middle.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 18, Pioneer.
They're going for it. Here's Watson. This is brought in by Coleman. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Alert! Alert! Down!
First and 10 at the 14-yard
As they give to Dowell. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
76 Jeanette, check. Coconut. Ready,
On the ground again with Dowdle. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, set. 60 Bison. Buffalo 18.
Third and long for him here. Blitz is there, and he goes down. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This from 35 yards away.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive. Paying off with points, and remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Design keeper here for Hurts. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Watson looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
60, 70 Lions, 19 Lions.
Watson trying to get here on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's caught by Wilson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Warriors, 70. Here we go, here we go.
At the 43-yard
Cowboy,
line.
70 Rangers, 70, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to the air, Watson. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
At the 47-yard line.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Ready?
1st and 10. It's Watson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to be set just outside that red zone. Give him 25 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
From the red zone now. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Ready? 60.
Again, Watson to throw. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
From the gun, Watson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's out the clear. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. He's at the 5. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
This offense had time to go through the 5 stages of grief by the time that interception reached the other end zone, Kate. Denial when they saw it picked off. Anger's return picked up steam all the way through to some reluctant acceptance that they just watched the celebration unfold in the wrong end zone.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Throwing is Watson. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. 1st and 10
60
at the
Maverick.
50-yard line.
Viking 18.
Working from the gun, Watson. Flushed out now to his left. There he goes again. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Positive with that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Eagles 13-yard
Hawk
line.
70. Hawk 70.
Here's Watson to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
Set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. From the pistol, here's Jenkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Taking this one off to Judkins. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you've got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
180, 180. Crown left Yeti. Crown left Yeti. Tiger Hornet. Hey, 73, 73. Delta.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Go silver, ready?
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down run from Jenkins. He tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, quick throw here, left side. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down from the 42.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Give, here's Judkins. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's second down now.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5.
Great, set. Right there, you want it.
Another game to Judkins. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. A give left side, Judkins. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down. Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Throwing now. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. That's a 26-yard gain on fourth down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Judkins out the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's another for it. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Can't manage even a yard on second and goal, and they'll have third and goal from the 5. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. This only a chip shot from the right hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Once again, they call on him, and once again, he delivers. Had to be so confident sending him out there that he was going to win them this game, and he did just that.
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And he takes it down to the 33. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Ready.
First throw of overtime. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Gets this to OBJ. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yeah, and that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down. Now remember, the other side has a shot to answer a touchdown here with the new overtime rules in the regular season. But that might not even come into play if this opening drive comes up empty.
Yep, and this defense is doing its best so far to make sure all it's going to take is a field goal to win, Kate. They want to win this game with their play on this opening series, and that type of negative play, tackle for loss, is exactly the effort you want.
Big moment here in OT. The offense staying out on 4th.
Here we go. Set. Pass. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They're going for it. Here's Watson. And this one's incomplete. That could be the shift, Brock, that decides this game. They turn it over on downs to begin overtime.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Shotgun handoff here for Dunkins. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. They can do something here. Ready to operate on second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's a design run. Hurts. Again, he's got room. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles claim a 6-point lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. So the Eagles will fly out of